This is S. Pravalika, Assistant Professor, Department of AML, Aditya University. In the today's lecture, we are going to discuss regarding agility in design and testing, followed by agile documentation. So let us see the today's lecture. So at the end of the lecture, a student will be able to explain about agility in design and testing, as well as he is able to explain about agile documentation. So let us move on to the today's session. Agility in design. So agility in design, in the sense, here we are going to discuss regarding the design in agile. So agility in design is a flexible iterative process focusing on user-centered rapid prototyping to adapt to changing needs and constraints. So what the point discusses is, here in the design we need to maintain a flexibility, as well as we need to focus on iterative process, as well as we need to adapt to the changes whatever required. So agility in design is a flexible iterative process focusing on user-centered rapid prototyping to adapt towards the change needed and constraints. Next, it promotes collaboration, breaking points into smaller steps to allow continuous feedback and improvement, often integrating design thinking to solve the problems. So what was happening in this? So this agility in design promotes collaboration, breaking projects into smaller steps. So this is what we have already discussed. So when we are having a large volume of project, we are breaking down into the smaller parts so that we can work on that smaller parts. We can get a continuous feedback and improvement. So often it helps us to solve the problems in an easier way. So this is regarding agility in design. So here we are having some key principles involved in the design agility, and they are iterative design, user-centered, rapid prototyping, cross-functional collaboration, adaptability. So let us see in detail about them. Iterative design, constantly refining products based on feedback. So constantly refining products based on feedback, in the sense, iterative design in the sense. So iterative in the sense itself, we have a clarity that it is a repetitive process. So that means we have done with the one phase of design. So we are just going for the feedback from the customer or else from the stakeholders. They are not satisfied with the design. So what are we going to do is, we are going to refine the design again. So this is what happens in the iterative design. So constantly refining the product based on the feedback. So based on the feedback we got, we will be ensuring the design is again adapted to the new changes or not. Next one, user-centered, prioritizing real user needs and feedback over rigid planning. Rather than going for a fixed plan, we are going to focus on the real user needs and their feedback. So based on their feedback and their needs, we are going to prioritize the things rather than going for a fixed plan. So the next one is rapid prototype, quickly creating low-cost versions of the product for testing. So rather than going for the biggest budgets, simply what we'll be doing is, we'll be creating a prototype, so which will be done with the low-cost versions of the product for testing. Only for the testing purpose we are doing this. So that indicates a rapid prototype. So the next one is cross-functional collaboration. So cross-functional collaboration in the sense, aligning design, development and users together. So we are just bringing the things in together in a collaborated way. So design will be aligned, as well as development will be checked, and users also will be made part in the team. Next one is adaptability, modifying designs quickly based on changing market conditions. So based on the market conditions existing by the time of project, we are going to modify the designs quickly. So based on the requirements, based on the changes asked. So that indicates adaptability. So this is regarding agility in design. So the next one is agility in testing. So the same way where we are having the design agility, we are having the same with the testing agility as well. So what happens in this agile testing is, agile testing is a continuous iterative software testing approach aligned with agile development, focusing on early bug detection, collaboration, high quality, rapid delivery. So once we are done with the design agility, so then we will be moving on for the phase of agile development. So that means a project development, and followed by next one is the testing phase. And what happens in this testing is, testing ensures whether the process is continuously happening or not. So agile testing is a continuous iterative software testing approach. So continuous iterative in the sense, so we have already discussed. So iterative are repetitive one, continuous which happens a continuous way. So for every module developed, we will be having a testing aligned with the agile development, focusing on early bug detection. So early bug detection in the sense, if any issue arises, any bug arises, so they are going to monitor those bugs and they are going to solve those bugs. They are going to send it again towards the developers, and developers are the ones who are again rectifying the mistakes. Collaboration. So now the testing team as well as the development will be working together. And high quality rapid delivery. So once we have a bug free software, so we can have a high quality software, at the same time we can have a speed delivery. So key principles and characteristics. So in this agility of testing, we are having some key principles, and those key principles are continuous testing, whole team approach, early and frequent testing, customer collaboration, and automation. So these were the key principles existing in the testing. So continuous testing in the sense, testing happens alongside of development. So not after ensuring immediate feedback on code changes. So it is happening alongside of development. So development will be done, at the same time testing also will be done. So whole team approach, developers, testers, business stakeholders collaborate together, encouraging shared responsibility for quality. So making sure whether the complete team is available or not. So all the team, whoever involved in the project will be involved here. So the developers, customers, business stakeholders, everyone will be made in the team. Early and frequent testing. So testing starts immediately in the sprint, enabling faster bug detection and reducing rework. So if the testing is started immediately within the sprint, it ensures the faster bug detection. So if we are able to start the testing immediately, we can have a chance to find the bugs, and as well as we can reduce the rework. So next point, customer collaboration. Active participation from the customers ensures that software meets their requirements and provides values. So active participation from the customers ensures the software meets their requirements and provide values. So what does the customer collaboration mean by? So if we are able to involve the customers in the project, so definitely it adds the value towards the project. Next, automation. Extensive use of automated testing for regression unit and integration test to support rapid delivery. So automation is nothing but using the automated tools. So if we are able to use this automated tools, so definitely we can have a faster delivery of the project. So in that, we'll be using the regression testing, we'll be using a unit testing and integration test, which supports the fast delivery. So this was regarding the agility in testing. So the next one is agile documentation. So what does this agile documentation mean by? Agile documentation is a lightweight iterative approach focusing on creating just enough documentation to support development rather than comprehensive upfront paperwork. So what does this point indicates? Focusing on creating just enough documentation. So here we are not bothered about the large pages of documentation. Here we are focusing only the just enough documentation because we want a working product rather than the documentation. So it prioritizes working software, collaborating with the stakeholders. So this is what it prioritizes. So to produce concise, valuable content that evolves with the product. So what happens in this agile documentation? So it was just focusing only the just enough documentation for the project, and it mainly focuses on the working software. And in this agile documentation also, we are having some key principles, and those key principles are just in time, lightweight and digital, living documents, value driven. So just in time in the sense, created when needed rather than at the start, ensuring relevance. So whenever we required, we will be just creating those documents. Next one, lightweight and digital. Favors simple formats like wiki pages, markdown files, or agile management tools over the massive documentation. So rather than going for the massive documentation, simply they are going with the simple formats like the wiki pages and markdown files. Next one, living documents. So the living documents is updated frequently, evolving along with the product during each sprint. So we are just updating everything in a frequent way. So evolving along with the sprint. Next one, value driven. Focused on capturing essential good to know information rather than obvious details. So rather than going with the obvious details, simply we'll be going with the good to know information. So this was regarding agile documentation. So this is what we have discussed regarding the design in the agility, followed by the testing in the agility, followed by documentation in the agility or agile documentation. So at the end of the lecture, the student will be able to explain about agility in the design and testing, followed by he is able to explain the agile documentation. Thank you.